G'day lovelies and welcome back. Alright, are you ready for this one? Yes, I'm smiling. Nutella self-saucing pudding. First thing we got to do is preheat our ovens to 180 degrees Celsius. Now the next thing we need is a 10 cup shallow heat proof dish. Okay, so I've got two here. I've got an 8 cup and a 12 cup. So I've decided the 8 cup is probably going to be too small, and hopefully the 12 cup won't make it too thin. So if it's not written on there how many cups it is, all I do is get a 1 cup measurement and fill it with water and keep going until I get to however many cups it is, and then you can work out from there what to do. Alright, once we've found our shallow heat proof dish, the next thing we want to do is get some butter or margarine with our fingertips and just rub it all over the surface. Now once we've done that, we want to sit it on a tray and set it aside, and we're ready to go. Now I'll write the recipe down below in the description as always. Okay, into a large bowl we want to put 1.5 cups of self-raising flour. Now we want to add 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. I always use this black and gold one. I absolutely love it, but you can use any one you want. You get these from Foodland and IGA. Now next we're supposed to have 1/2 cup of hazelnut meal or ground hazelnuts, but I couldn't find them and probably couldn't afford them anyway. So I'm using blanched almond meal or ground almonds, 1/2 cup of caster sugar, and 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Alright, now we just want to mix it all through. Once that's done, set it aside for 2 seconds. Grab out your cup measurement and measure out 1 cup of milk and have that ready to go. Now we need to get 125 grams of butter, chop it up in a small saucepan, sit it on a low heat and melt it down. While that's melting down, you can measure out roughly 1/4 cup of Nutella and sit that aside. Once our butter's melted, we want to pour that in. We want to pour in our cup of milk and we want to stir it in really well. Once we've mixed it in really well, we want to grab our oven dish on our baking tray and pour it in there. Once we've got every last bit of that goodness in there, we want to smooth it all out, all over. Once we've got it as even as we can, we now want to get our roughly 1/4 cup of Nutella. We want to grab little blobs of it with our spoon and just put it over there, like little dobs all over it. Once we've dobbed it all over, we just want to get our knife and just do like, you know, little swirly swirls. The marble effect, I suppose they call it. Once we've done that, set it aside for a minute. Now we want to grab out a heat-proof jug and we want to fill our kettle up and turn her on. First thing we want to do is put 1/2 cup of brown sugar in there. Add 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder and then mix them up together. Once we've mixed that through, we want to add 3 cups of boiling water. Mix that through. Now we want to add 2 tablespoons of Nutella and then mix that through really well. Once we've done that, grab our dish. Now using our spoon, we're going to stop it digging into it. Okay, so we're going to pour it onto the spoon all over, and that will stop it digging into our sponge. Once we've done that, we want to very carefully bang it in the oven. Mate, it smells amazing in here. 35 minutes later in my electric oven. So the way to tell if it's ready is you just stick your skewer in. If it comes out clean, obviously if you stick it straight through to the bottom, you're going to have some liquid on it. But yeah, you just stick it in, comes out clean, no cake stuck to it. She's ready. Now we want to leave it sit there for 5 minutes to do its thing. Alrighty, 5 minutes later, dust with a little bit of cocoa powder, optional. Serves 8, optional. So I'll cut it into one big piece and then I'll cut it in half. I like sitting the cake on top of the cake, or pudding, whatever you want to call it. Now I love serving this with ice cream, but you can have it with fresh cream. Ugh, mate, just falls apart. Now that might seem like a lot of sauce, but it's not. Once you've served them all up, then pour your sauce over. You've got just enough. Get some ice cream on there. Pour some of that amazing sauce over it. There you have it, lovelies. Special occasion. Open up some Ferrero Rochers. Chuck a couple of them on there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves an awesome weekend. And I'll see you Monday. Bye.